But I want you to think about this. There was a talk show host, still is, named Stephen Colbert. He was dying at CBS, bombing. They were going to pull him off the air. He'd been on about 6 to 8 months. The show ratings were in the tank. He was too old and political. That was the knock on his show. Then Trump got to the White House and the American culture changed. Politics is all anything anybody was talking about. Politics was the discussion in America. The culture in America changed. And it moved right into Stephen Colbert's wheelhouse. 2 months later, he had the #1 hottest late-night show in America. Stephen Colbert was about to get fired. The conversation and the culture moved in his direction. You see it in the NBA, where Dwight Howard's last 7 years, he's been useless. Steph Curry has been invaluable. Change eras, the opposite would be true. The NBA rules and analytics have benefited Steph Curry. Steph Curry is now what everybody is seeking. A small guy, not much size, can't defend, not very strong, but man, can he shoot threes. Dwight Howard centers. Professionally, the sport has moved away from them. This happens all the time to lots of people. People are forgetting this. The sport of football has moved toward Tom Brady and, for that matter, Drew Brees. It is now a 3-step drop. Get it out quick. Bubble screens, accuracy, precision. The American heroes in football for so many years were guys like Joe Namath and Terry Bradshaw. Brett Favre, gunslingers who made big mistakes but had powerful arms. Cam Newton, 25 years ago, had a lot of Bradshaw, had a lot of Namath, had a lot of Favre. Big personality, transformational arm, not real precise. Brett Favre in today's NFL would be mistake-prone. Joe Namath would be infuriating, much like Cam is. Rules change professionally. They often move away from people, men and women. But with Stephen Colbert, Steph Curry, Tom Brady, the culture of football is moving toward them. Arms, wildly overrated. Brees no longer throws downfield. Tom Brady doesn't have a deep threat. But defensive lines can't get to Brady, and they can't get to Brees because it's a 3-step and get-it-out league. It's lengthening Tom's career. I watched that game against the Chargers. Forget the Kansas City game. I watched that game against the LA Chargers. And that's a loaded defense. That was, at the time, the best defense in the NFL in the last 6 weeks of the year. Are you kidding me? He took it apart. It wasn't competitive. It was 35-7 at half. And I sat on the couch and I thought, why in God's name in the new NFL would he retire? The rules are lengthening his career. The game is getting more analytical and smarter. And that brings me to what Tom Brady told Jay Glazer 2 years ago. He said, the game actually, because of the way it's played now and officiated, has never been easier. Professionally, sometimes it all moves away from you. And sometimes it all moves toward you. It's moved toward Tom. Win or lose the Super Bowl, he's not retiring.